Mario Kart World is certainly a game to discuss on the internet, with both negatives and positives to talk about. I'll talk about both throughout the video. A huge credit for this game is that they added new stuff to evolve the series forward, instead of just making a Mario Kart 9 that just adds courses. First off, its personality and nice attention to detail. The car moves very cartoony and playfully, even when you move your car left or right at the start of the race. All the characters' facial expressions are exquisite and way better than Mario Kart 8. You see videos of them reacting to stuff like blue shells or reacting differently when they touch lava. The courses are filled with enemies and people drive around in their cars or work a fast food job. You even see Toads and Shy Guys parking and leaving their vehicles. They also react to you stopping near them and say hi. I love the wonderful redesigns they gave to every character, and the costumes help show that. Each one adds a unique trick animation. Some are Easter eggs from other games. Unlocking them is easy and can be done by getting specific dash food. Unfortunately, my minor complaint is that the character selection is awful. Instead of combining the characters and their costumes, they split them up, leading to a long character selection screen. I don't know why they did that, other than to showcase the redesign of each character and their personality. Still, they should have just allowed us to make it smaller. On the topic of character roster, I find it to be good, but not the best. It adds a lot of enemy characters like Nabbit, Hammer Bro, and unexpected ones like Coin Coffer. This game has an unexpectedly big roster at 50 characters! And it's cool to see enemies and NPCs get a spotlight. Another huge addition to the series is Nakator. This mode is a battle royale that eliminates 4 people every intermission. It's a fun, chaotic mode that uses the world well by having you go through many locations that change up the gameplay and scenery. However, there is an issue. You must be first place by the end of every intermission lap to get 3 stars. It can be luck based on whatever you win, especially since blue shells love to ruin everything, and the CPU has higher rubber banding. I know there are 2 ways to dodge blue shells, one of them being mushrooms. Mushrooms have a longer lasting boost in this game, making it easier to time it when a blue shell strikes. Can't forget about the GOAT, Super Horn, which still destroys it. Aside from that, it's easily the best battle royale mode I have ever played to see how chaotic and skill based it can be. It helps that some things change every time you play Knockout, like you see this vehicle that drops mushrooms or bombs, a different variety of enemies riding vehicles shooting projectiles at you, and vehicles that have glider ramps and more. Many items are nerfed. You recover quickly after being hit by shells or bombs. Lightning only shrinks people in front of you, and being shrunk only lasts 1 second. Bullet Bill does not do any damage and does not go that far. Some items like the boomerang, shells, or anything you can throw have gotten a buff. You can now throw them in whatever direction you want based on how you move the camera, which has you risk invisibility to strike at someone. The new items are good to The comic item is good because it's random. You are transformed into different enemies that can cause unique events depending on which one you turn into. It's a bummer that the only way to unlock enemies or NPCs is to randomly hope Kamek shows up and turns you into the character you desire. Hammer is decent. It hits people far from you, but I prefer using the boomerang because it hits multiple people at once easily. However, unlike the boomerang, it doesn't get destroyed by certain items. Question block is like coin, in that you do not want it at all, mainly because you're trying to catch up when you get it. The item itself keeps coins to you and drops coins for the other racers. The coin shell is a shell that you throw and stays in the middle while you're dropping coins. It's more durable than the normal shells and is useful in hitting people in the middle. Dash food allows you to switch costumes mid-race and get a boost. Most items from 8 return except for 8 and piranha plants. Giant mushrooms and feathers also make a comeback. This time around, feathers are a pretty good item to have, thanks to the jumping ability to dodge red shells and do big shortcuts. Giant mushrooms a better start in every way, and the only downside is that you don't free an item slot while you use it. Coins matter more in this game as they give better acceleration if you have more of them, depending on the character. Items like shells and bananas are automatically behind your car. They will cause anyone who comes in contact with them to be stunned. This is a nice quality of life change. The item battles in this game is pretty good, but that won't matter since it will still be crazy 2 to 24 racers having 2 item slots. If I were to alter any items, then I will make blue shells and big mushrooms less common to make racing more fair. Even though 24 racers bring so much havoc and randomness, I have to admit I wish you could lower the players to 12 or even 8. Rail grinding and wall jumping are the biggest addition to the series that this game introduces. They are fantastic new mechanics that add so much depth to the series. They allow you to take shortcuts, dodge shells, and get a boost. They feel great to use and are way better than the anti-gravity from Mario Kart 8, which just how you get in a small boost by bumping into people. Sure, it can lead to some fun designs like going through a waterfall or climbing up, but that's just track design instead of completely changing how you play the game. I've seen people online do crazy stuff in time trials, which is awesome, and you may see people try to do this in online matches. Can't forget about charge jumps that allow you to get on rails, avoid shells, and jump on top of things like vehicles to get a boost. You also get to trick off objects like poles to make insane shortcuts. You can also adjust your direction by tricking to the left or right when you trick on ramps or in the air. Doing this allows you to get on the rails when you adjust yourself at the right spot. These mechanics can take some time to get used to, which is good, so it's not too easy to do insane shortcuts. Luckily, there is free roam that has many missions and secrets that help us get used to the controls. Some missions are varied, like having you collect blue coins, do a race, get to the goal, or use special vehicles. The special vehicles make you invincible and you can cause a lot of havoc with them. There are 4 special vehicles: UFO, truck, steel diver, and helicopter. You might encounter some of these in races or knockout mode, which is nice. Some of these missions use the area they're in to come up with interesting challenges. For example, next to Bonita Lake is a mission where you must get blue coins while avoiding dancing penguins, and another in the safari region has you dodging a buffalo stampede. Then there are the cool missions, like this one that have you jumping through obstacles Mario style. I like that the secrets are very well hidden, and there could be a lot you can sometimes miss your first time around. There are even more missions that are pretty challenging and satisfying to do. Finding stuff is similar to Breath of the Wild, where you must explore everywhere to find secrets behind mountains and bridges. I often find stuff that leads to other secrets that then leads to more of them. I like that in open worlds because it encourages me to explore even more. I'm a big fan of hidden panels because they are only in courses and can be in obscure, hard to reach areas. The same goes for Peach Coins, even though those are everywhere in the world. Free roam is pretty chill, and there's nothing wrong with that, considering how chaotic everything else in the game is. There are a lot of warp points from the get-go, so you can explore whatever you want, and you can use feathers and mushrooms to go faster or access hidden secrets. All locations are pretty fun to explore. My favorites are TK Pass and Great Question Block Ruins. TK Pass was made into a ski resort with beautiful cabins surrounding it. Exploring it is pretty chill and seamless. Great Question Block Ruins is a beautiful place to explore that requires you to figure out ways to go to certain areas of the course. I like what the devs were going for. It's the perfect training ground for everyone to get used to this game while you're listening to the huge, amazing OST with many remixes like Jump Jump Superstar and more. It pains me that there's no jukebox for you to choose the music to play while you free roaming or from the main menu. I give huge props for making good use of things from mainline Mario games, like question blocks, pipes that teleport you, flagpoles, and music blocks. What helps is the introduction of rewind, which is super helpful in helping you redo anything, even during missions, and it's very helpful in places like the Great Question Block Ruins, where a single mess up causes you to fall down and waste a lot of time trying to get up. It's all fun until you realize it's annoying to 100% free roam. The game doesn't tell you the P-switches and peach coins you have already found on the map, making it annoying to find the rest. Couldn't they copy from Breath of the Wild or Tears with a map that can zoom in to show you the collectibles? Thank God for online maps, but that still doesn't excuse a basic feature they did not add. I'm also not a big fan of the rewards you get for doing the missions and finding secrets, which are stickers. You also get them just by getting 2,000 coins or driving many miles, which is neat. The stickers look good, but they are only used for your profile, and you can sometimes see them in certain vehicles. They should have more rewards, like customization for vehicles that don't affect stats, which include adding color, rims, or spoilers. The enemies should also be unlocked here instead of randomly when you encounter the chemic item. I know about the unlock mirror thing, but they should do more with that, especially because you don't get anything for 100% in free roam. At least do like a golden or metal Mario to find a reward. Also, what are the bosses or story mode? Mario has a big cast of characters that they could have used along with the new vehicle movesets to achieve this. Another thing I do like but wish they added is a separate Grand Prix that does not have intermissions. Doing this will add an extra Grand Prix to do in addition to potentially having to unlock NPC characters there. The intermissions aren't bad, but they aren't courses. They are much better than tour intermissions, that's for sure, because they are interesting to go through for the most part. Some have you going through waterfalls, SNES courses, train tracks, and more. Granted, not all intermissions are interesting. I hate one, and that's the intermission from Koopa Peach to TK Spaceport. It's just a straight line that takes zero skill and is too short for Nakator. You will often get Mario Kart here. Something I was not expecting from Grand Prix is that when you get a 3-star in 150cc, you automatically get a 3-star for 100cc and 50cc. I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad the game does this so I don't waste my time doing easy modes. The courses are only 30, combining Crown City and Peach Stadium versions. Its track count is lower than base 8, which had 32. Granted, it has the big world to explore, Nakator, and new mechanics. However, more courses will be nice, considering the main issue people bring up, which I will get into later. My favorite courses are Rainbow Road, TK Spaceport, and Dino Jungle. Rainbow Road's the biggest course in the game, and probably the whole series. It has a lot going on with the way it looks, the transitions, and the music. It may not be the most challenging Rainbow Road, but everything else is fantastic. TK Spaceport is an amazing course based on the 25mm level from the original Donkey Kong. You climb up the 25mm course and each layer has different stuff, like barrels being drawn, rails, and wall climbing. It all ends with you passing by Robo TK. This course showcases the new mechanics in this game very well. Dino Jungle's one hell of a glow up. I love the added Jurassic Park theme into this course. They added a lab, a T-Rex that comes out, and a dinosaurs you can rail grind or trick out from. My two least favorite tracks are Desert Hills and Koopa Peach. Desert Hills is the worst track in the game. That does not mean it's bad, but this remake doesn't do much to make an already forgettable track better, other than adding some shortcuts and tokos replacing pokies and fire snakes. Koopa Beach is a very basic course with not much going on. I love the vibes and the music. Overall, I find the track design to be good in this game, with most of it taking place in interesting locations, use the brand new mechanics, have obstacles for you to go through, and excellent music. Let's talk about other changes. You don't go underwater in this game, instead you jet ski, similar to Wave Race, if you all remember that. I like the wavy physics of the water, which looks amazing and allows you to trick a lot and even dodge shells because of how wavy it can be. I will prefer we go underwater for some portions because they can fit better, like in Water Shipyard. Jet ski is pretty cool and feels different to control compared to land. The vehicle customization is gone and we are back to normal cars similar to Wii. I don't care much about Mario Kart 8 or 7 customization since it was just wheels and gliders. World has your vehicle's wheels automatically become big to go through tough terrain and it gets wings when gliding. The vehicles look good and some return from other games. Now for the online. It works similarly to 8 Deluxe in that it's good except for the lag people have when you hit them and they still go on, as well as communication errors. As you expect, playing online is crazy! I love that when playing normal races, you can do courses with intermissions or sometimes do them normally. You even find intermissions you have never done in Grand Prix, and if you're lucky, you can even do a course in reverse. Encountering this made me realize, why not do a reverse Grand Prix Cup since you can play in reverse for most courses in free roam. While you wait for the next match, you can roam around the map freely and collect hidden panels and peach coins. Unfortunately, you can't do P-Switch missions. This is a huge win because it allows people to train in any course they want with rewind included while waiting for a match. Currently, there is an update that we do not know the percentage that when randomly shows it, there might be an intermission. People say that this game will die because many want to do 3 laps instead of a track with intermissions. I understand the anger and agree they should add separate modes. But this game won't die for 2 reasons. 1. Nakator because it's fun and chaotic as hell. 2. People who like the intermissions and don't mind them will still play. For those who say they don't take skill, I somewhat agree. But remember, you will get Mario Kart in any part of the game. I don't mind them and I like most of them. Aside from that, let's hope they listen and make separate modes along with customizable online lobbies with different route sets you can join, which is something 8 Deluxe had. You want to know what else 8 had? Mario Kart TV that allows you to see your races or even save them, something I want to do without having to record it on the system. The battle mode in this game is good. There is fun to be had, mainly with balloon battles. I love that you get eliminated if you lose all the balloons, and the maps aren't bad. I thought they would be structured mainly on the course, but some are not even in their course, and others like Moo Moo Farms are fully open and allow you to go off the course. Courses like Salty Speedway and Mario Bros Circuit take advantage of rail grinding by allowing you to get to places using them or dodging projectiles. All the maps are way better designed for battle than base 8 because there are no annoying obstacles like the vehicles found in Toad's Turnpikes, and moving around the maps is simple. The best battle course is Big Donut. It's a good remake that has ways for you to get around the map quickly. You can also get on the race platforms to avoid people. The map is big, but not too big, so you always encounter someone. The worst battle track goes to TK Pass, due to how boring the map is compared to the others. TK Pass doesn't really have anything interesting happening in the course other than some Shy Guy skiing. The battle mode in this game is way better than base 8's battle mode, but it is worse than 8 Deluxe battle mode. All the modes from the previous game should have been here, cause you know, the thing people keep freaking up for this game. Another thing I want back is 200cc. To a bit divisive, this mode provided those who thought it could challenge for Mario Kart. With all things considered, Mario Kart World successfully moves the series in a great direction with movement, art style, and ideas. I enjoy playing this game for 100 hours and will play even more online. Sadly, there is the problem everyone knows, and that is the $80 price tag. Yeah, I know about the bundle, but it might not exist after a year, which is probably what they did so people get FOMO and buy it. Don't get me wrong, it's a great deal. I even give the game a 9.5 out of 10 if it were at that price. However, that is only digital and not physical. Granted, they will probably still do a bundle and eventually do a deal for this game similar to how Tears went on sale for $30 for last year's Black Friday. For $80, they should have done more with the free roam, battles, and courses. We don't even know if they are doing free DLC or hopefully not paid DLC. I like this game a lot, and compared to 8, it has better graphics, mechanics, and things to do other than classic racing and battle. I can see the argument that some prefer 8's courses over Worlds. Another thing it has over Deluxe is that there are things to unlock, like stickers, characters you get from doing Grand Prix and Kamek, and collecting coins to get vehicles. Not a fan of not getting something after doing mirror mode though. Alas, this is still not enough to compensate for the $80 price tag, and honestly, that's the main gripe I have with this game. I would not be that harsh with this game if it were at $60 or maybe $70 if they fixed the other issues I mentioned with the game, like the map showing you the collectibles you found, custom online lobbies, Mario Kart TV, NPC characters being unlocked normally, and separate intermissions and normal races. So for $80, I get this game on 7.5. Just wait for a discount if you buy physical. Time will tell if this game gets DLC or updates to make it worth $80. Thank you all for watching.